Hello. Welcome to Pepper's Echo. My name's Andre, and thank you to all you absolutely fabulously, fanatically, fantastically awesome people out there today who I have left after last week's stream, which seemed to come out a little controversially, and which I kind of enjoyed because sometimes I think controversy is a necessary evil. So we might actually throw a little bit more controversy into the mix of things going forward. So I do hope that you actually paid attention into last week of let's not get heated with each other. Let's talk. Let's talk, and that's what it's all about. Pepper Zeka is let's talk and let's look at the good side and how we can actually overcome it in the long run because I don't think I made too many friends. As I said, it was like peeing on a electric fence. But that over, let's take a look who's in the comments so far. Hello, Buzzy. Thank you very much for always taking care of me. You're like my other mother, hey? Cam, how's it going, my friend? Always good to see you. You keeping well? How's your parents going? They keeping well too? And taking care of yourself. I hope my sound is okay, and I hope my video is okay. I'm streaming through cell phone internet at the moment, so hopefully that works all right for me. Alfruan, how's it, buddy? So pleased to see you again as well. Always happy to see you. Nick Miller, how's it going, my friend? My lovely wife, Ina, always there. Said she's going to start stepping up and taking on the production or producing duties on Pepper's Echo, so we can, as soon as we've got like 2 laptops or screens or something like that, she's going to start doing the flipping the switches and that there a bit as well, so that she can do more for us, because she's always so well involved there. And and then we have Honorable Comrade Pravin. No, it's our favorite European South African, Hendo. How's it going, my buddy? How are you keeping? Always good to see you. Are you a shitster asking for a chummy? And me, never. Why would I do that? Sounds good. Thank you very, very much. I really appreciate it. Everyone's well. That's great. Good to hear. I've had a week. I've been so ill this week. It's just not been funny, but fortunately my voice has come back. I have 2 days of work left, and it's just billowing over me. I am an absolute ball of stress, and I have 2 days, as I said, of work left. This is the very, very, very last Pepper's Echo currently that is going to be streamed from Cambodia. So, this is the last Pepper's Echo that is being streamed from Cambodia. The next time you see me, I shall be in the land of the rising. No, that's Japan. Sorry. I'll be in China. How's that? I'm not going to try and think of anything smart to say. I will be in China because I have 2 days of work left to try and finish off, which is basically a graduation practice and a graduation and just trying to get through the work and getting teachers back from leave. I have my teachers have been on leave this week. I have not been on leave this week, which is a hard little kick in the guts over there. And then I have to try and sort out, you know what, my pups have had 3 months notice and paperwork, and now all of a sudden it's like passports over there, and this is going to be handed in there, and I'm like, why the hell are you dealing with this in the last week? You know, you've had 3 freaking months. Now we've got to try and get to see the person. So of course that's freaking me the hell out as well. And you can't be how should I say, you can't be difficult with anyone because there is no one else, and you've already done all the work. You can't restart it with these guys. What's Hinda say, comrades? Sis, man, I'm not the EFF Red Teletubby. You're doing the comrades marathon, both dodgy for my legs. There we go. Talking about legs and dodgy, the Springboks played. This is why it looks like I've got 12 bags under my eyes, because I was up at 2 o'clock this morning still, and I was watching the Springboks Argentina game until 4 o'clock this morning. And then I was so hyped at the end of that game that I actually watched another episode of a series until 5, only to be up at 8 to be able to go have breakfast with people to go and say cheers to them as well. So, man, it feels like my eyeballs have been dragged across a sheet of sandpaper in the process. But Hendo, I think you'll agree with me. Our guys in turquoise, not green and gold, our guys in white and turquoise, which I must say didn't look too bad on them, played beautifully. Compared to last week, where I was like, you know what, you bloody lucky you won. I think they deserved to win 24-13, beating in Buenos Aires, beating Argentina. I think was an absolute well-deserved win. Who's that guy? Conan Moody. Oh, man, what a star. What a rising star. 20-year-old from Paul. Really, really good. I think he did absolutely excellently. So, yeah. What do you mean, God performance? I thought it was a brilliant performance, and I think they actually had ball in hand. They moved. Yeah, the first half was a little bit nail-biting, but they stepped it up, and I liked it. I really liked it. And obviously, we can't give away all our World Cup secrets, Endo. Remember, you don't give your best first. Pudding comes at the end of a meal, Hendo. Pudding comes at the end of a meal. So yeah, so that's what we're looking at there. And as I said, I don't know. Just for those at the moment, we are flying on Friday evening. We are flying to China, so I will try and sort of maybe keep updated. Maybe I'll drop a video or two on the Echo just to let you know what's happening through the week or something like that. Just a pre-recorded one, so you don't have to worry about tuning in live or something like that, unless I get absolutely bored out of my skull on Wednesday or Thursday or even Friday while I'm waiting, so that I eventually decide just to go live. But yeah, I'll keep you in place. Let me just see what Henda says. Sorry, not impressed. A few good players, but don't look World Cup performance. You're more positive than me. Maybe it's because it was so late and I was looking through very tired eyes, but I did feel that the performance was better than last week. They are not our, no, they weren't our top players. There were a lot of players who are being tried out. Lebock, I know, had some kicking issues, but he brought it in well in the end. I enjoyed Conan Moody's playing, but yeah, it's a bit of a, yeah, look, Hendo, I'm not going to say it was the most outstanding performance, but I do believe it was a deserved win. So what I don't believe is, was it the Welsh that beat France? My goodness me, that was well, in the stomach, but yeah. Hectic. But yeah, what's Alfred say? You've got some guts made of titanium. I won't be able to stay in a strange country. Yeah, it's actually pretty exciting when you do it, Alfred. I don't know. It's the second time around for me, and I know I'm going to be like a lost fart in a perfume factory. But what do? You go and get yourself sorted out, because I've got I have some graduations and that, so that's why you'll take a look. I'm neatly shaved today. The hair's shaved. I'm trying to make myself look new. What's Hendo? Hendo's got to hang up with the rugby today. What's it? Yes, B side, C side, according to Colonel Chris Wyatt. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It wasn't their World Cup team. They were just fielding a couple of other guys, and I liked it. Scotland beat France. Sorry, yeah. Wales beat England. There we go. And I was expecting France to win. So, thank you, Cameron. Very spickerish, very spiky, spickerish and spiky. So yes, no, Alfred, it doesn't take any guts. It takes a midlife crisis, and then you have it again. So yeah, people say, well, how are you feeling about it? You must be excited. And I look and I go, you know what? I am nervously excited. Fashionably late, our 6-star Michelin chef, our bot. How's it going, my friend? Always good to see you on as well. Really, really great. How's it going there? You adapted to life in Cambodia. You should be fine in China. I hope so. I really do hope so. I don't know what to expect, and that's why I say I'm also looking to try, and I will once again let you guys know, and I won't take it away from you. I would keep it. I would obviously do all my sharing still with Pepper Zeka, but maybe do a YouTube account or stream itself, just with me leaving here, going there, what I found there, and how I'm adapting there, etc., etc. I thought I'd call it. We were looking for names today, and we were with friends this morning having breakfast, and we thought we'd call it like Anxious Andre or Andre's Anxieties or something like that, because I wanted something clicky and fun, but I also don't want to brand it to China, because if I want to put something else on it, then I want to, but I will definitely have the sharing. Yeah, no, unfortunately, you don't like the wall behind me. Thanks, Alfront. I've tried to blur these things because I'm actually in somebody's sort of like spare pack room. I'm not even at home. I've been homeless. I'm jobless. I've handed over all my work and that as well. So I'm not even sitting in my chair at my desk at work. I don't have my computer, hence the reason I can't tell you what you're watching anymore at all. Arbot, who's at my China? Laka laka. I wonder if they know what laka laka is. Yeah, I don't know if you guys think of any funky cool names or whatever, chuck it in the in the comments. I'll try and keep an eye on the comments as I'm talking. As I said, I don't mean to sound down or whatever. I'm just really tired and extremely stressed and anxious. So I'm just having this like really good chat. But yeah, globetrotting Andre. I don't want to actually just mainly put the emphasis on travel, because just now I don't do anything on travel. Just now I do something about food, and then someone said, "Well, it's world foods," and I'm like, "No, I don't want to put it on food either." I just there's a little lady from South Africa who actually does. She's lived in China about 5 years and says, "Because I'm Lizzie," and I actually quite enjoy watching her videos. And it gives me a little bit of hope and insight into it as well. Was it Panakuk? What's about Panakuk? Larry Hell. Chris White was at soccer game with Barry Hilton Saturday. Everyone's favorite cousin. Oh, my cousin. My cousin's still around. No Connors, but I. The Life of Brian. Need a rename. The Life of Andre. Yeah. That's a good one. Life of Brian, Life of Andre, and that's a good one sometime as well. Andre, and maybe actually get the wifey into it as well, because I want to actually possibly just do a little bit of a last walk around Cambodia and do some video shots and that maybe I'm going to try next week, guys. Let me put it to you this way: I'm going to try next week. I like that, everything, everywhere, all at once, but I think some other movie owner is going to sue me if I do that, Alfront. I like the name Alfront, but I just get that sinking feeling that I'm going to get sued for that. Absolutely all about Andre. Or absolutely Andre. That sounds good. Absolutely fabulously Andre. No, I'm kidding. Absolutely Andre is good. Let's not get carried away. Alfront, ek maak iets anders vanaand. Wat maak jy vanaand, Arbot? What is on the menu this evening, Arbot? Just not tripe or head or trotters or anything to that effect. I'm trying to get the last bit of Western food in here that I can, because I know where to find it over here. Because don't know where I'm going to find Western food or not. Andre's VIP pooches will get a lot of clicks. Yeah. We've got even like Pooch Central or something like that. They've also moved out of house. They can't understand what the hell's happening and where they are, and they're in a new house. And yeah, we've been staying with friends who've kindly put us up for like 2 weeks now. So I think they're ready to kick us out already. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, no, they've been most kind to put us up. So that's why I say we're in one room, and then we're in the sort of like packing spare room thing. So yeah, it is bland. Alfront, as soon as I get to China, I will be making a new wall, definitely. Cameron, yeah, let's put that up there. Backup buddy. Please, guys, check there. I know there's one or two, probably about two or so backer buddies on the Peppers Echo WeChat site. Please, guys, go and take a look. You know what? You can anonymously pop in there something. 10 Rand is not an embarrassment. 10 Rand is a heart that is helping. So, yes, I know. I saw that. There are a couple of different ones. So please, I think there's House Overhead. I think Cameron is your friend as well. I did see that. So I will where did I put it? No, it's gone. I was still having it up again. So please check that out as well, guys. Really, these that are on there are not just foofy pulled off Facebook. It is necessary. Andre and Ina's escapades. The Expendables. How'd you like that? I was watching movie trailers the other evening, and I see the Expendables 4 is coming out. I am so excited to watch the Expendables 4 because at least, well, hopefully they haven't got woke as well, but at least it's really, really a cool movie. It's going to be a really, really cool movie. I'm just chatting on the comments today, guys. I had things that I was wanting to talk about, but I think we might chat about them. We might chat about them another time because I was looking at guns. I was looking at trafficking, and I was looking at what's it? I actually put it in the comments. I can't remember what I put in the comments now. I put it in. It was guns, trafficking, guns, kids, and something else. How can I forget? I swear my medication is making me forget. It's my medication. It's not my age. Pooch Central. Yeah, Mel, how's it? There we go. Who let the dogs out? Andre Siskilt. It wasn't me. Yeah, well, let's do something, somewhere, some of the time. Sometimes, somewhere, some of the time. Sometimes, somewhere, sometime. Something like that. Sonny says, Sonny soul, sewe suckers, so sleep. No, I'm kidding. Mine was just to share the story of Pepper's Echo. Yeah. No, I want to probably, because I've got the live echo and then we've got City Church. I don't know what's happened there, when it's coming back and that again. I know they're pulling on a lot of work at the moment, so I don't know when they're building one back again. And I know Carl is like, you know what, are you going to be able to do this without getting locked up? And I'm like, well, you know what, we sure as hell try. Next backer buddy's me to get me out of jail. But yeah, we'll do something like that. How's the DVD, my friend? How are you keeping? DVD's just returned from a nice week or couple of days in Thailand. Very, very nice. He can now tie one shoe. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, well done, DVD. Welcome back. Tani Mel, how's it, Tani Mel? And Lynn, Mel says she doesn't have load shedding. Arbot Expendables 4 Voltaren edition. Yeah, it's got old Sylvester Stallone in, as far as I saw, and it's got Dolph Lundgren in, and he's got those little glasses on his nose. I don't know how many other big names there were, whatever, but I just liked the Expendables for the simple reason that the Expendables was a movie that you didn't have to think of. There was no deep meaning. There were no deep thoughts in it. There was no like read between the lines. It was like, look, we're going to go in, we're going to kick your ass, and we're coming out. And that was really, really cool. Another one that's coming out, Blue Beetle looked good as well. Napoleon's coming out as well. So, yeah. How's it, Ruth? Great to see you. Welcome to the last stream of Cambodia. Salusa 45. Good one, Orbot. Yeah, I like that. 8 likes. Oh, 8 likes. Very nice. The other day I saw I had 14 likes, then it went down, I think, 12 or 10 and ended up with non-likes. I was like, ooh, what did I do wrong there? It wasn't even my should I say, dangerous stream that I did. Skopskiet and Donner. Lekker, man. Lekker. Skopskiet. What my dad always say, Skopskiet and Hoogspoeg. Yeah, listen, as you get older, anything helps. Deep Heat, Voltaren works wonders. Yeah, Salusa 45, flipping. Mind you, have you seen the things that they advertise in the Huisgenoot these days? I was looking at the online huisgenoot just before I came on. And I thought, oh, I'll page through there, see if there's anything to talk about, because there's old Harry who's like got a million court cases going on about his cell phone that was hacked, and they say it's too late because he should have done it. He's known since 2012, and they have a 6-year cut on it. And then the son, and then the problem that he's been. And he's what's it, that Chelsea woman, and she was under the microscope by the media and everything. Look, he should know by now that anything with the prince is going to be media. But yeah, what can you do? But yeah, talking about advertisements and things like that, I was going through this house note, and then you remember Sake van die Hart. It's now Dr. Ruth or something like that. I don't know what doctor is there or anything to that effect. But you know, the ads used to be like peanut butter ad, Skippy, butter toughies, things like that. And there's like an ad, and I was looking, and I thought, my goodness me, Dr. Long. Dr. Long. You can imagine what the rest of the ad is for, but yeah, love you long time. But yeah, Dr. Long. And I'm like, good grief. Huisgenoot has, or You Magazine and Huisgenoot have really, really, really started scraping the bottom of the barrel. Yes, Sake van die Hart, and then Dr. Long's pills on the right hand side, and it's not for your hair. So yeah. Said, hi, Arbot, Cameron, Amal, Buzzy, Mel. Yeah. If you want to make everyone happy, you should sell ice cream. You should scream as well. Pepper saying, my mum seems to be okay. She's not been very, very well of late. I will speak to her again straight after the stream. I actually give her a call, but yeah, all be good. If Expendables had a love scene, they'd be promoting the blue. Well, they say Viagra. If you put half a Viagra in your coffee, it's absolutely fantastic. The old people are using it by the dozen. Does absolutely nothing for the sex life, but it does help the rusk not to drop off in the coffee when you dunk it. Yeah, Rebellious Ruthie Omo ads. Yeah, now it's Longmo or whatever. $500. Love you long time. $500. That's expensive, Alfront. Where have you been going around? Yeah, Cameron, I agree. Sex sells. It really is, because one of the other things that I was looking at in the articulate huge dictionary of women's Expedia was the fact of the matter that so many women have had plastic surgery and who regret it now these days. You know what? I shouldn't have had this done. I shouldn't have had that done. One of them being Jennifer Grey, who's she said that little bump on her nose from Dirty Dancing, that really made her look so cute, and actually broke her career for that look that she had. And she got criticized for that. So she went and had it all fixed. And what she said, she went in to the operating theater as a celebrity and came out somebody that nobody knows. I mean, you look at her now and she just doesn't look. She just looks like ordinary Sally on the road, really. By die opsitkerse, hoekie vir een saam. Remember hoekie vir een saam is. Good grief. That was a TV program. Sex sells is tons of innuendo. Yeah, sex and drugs and rock and roll, murder, blood, anything that doesn't work for you these days. If the media can get hold of it and they can actually blow it out of proportion, they will. What I thought you say, if you take a quarter of Viagra, you don't fall out of bed. It's like a kickstand. Yeah, at least when you roll over, you don't fall out of bed. Alpha One, how are those pants going? Yeah, no, he's filling them up there, Alpha One, filling them up. Full Metal Jacket, $5 to buy. Arbot, you seem to have got around. Rhinoplasty. Yeah, there we go. Yes, that's it. She's taken it, and she looks absolutely, totally different. That face was her trademark, and she removed her trademark. Is basically what she did. And I mean, so many people. I mean, there's a Jamie Lee Curtis, and I mean, Jamie Lee Curtis, we all think is growing old gracefully. Really, I mean, seems to be the most normal person, and she's like had puffs removed from her eyes and things like that. And she's also said, you know what, should never have done it. because you just become plastic. Talking about plastic, anyone been to see Barbie? I saw Fiona's adventurous review on Barbie, so I don't know. She seemed to think that it was worth putting a hot knitting needle through your eye if you went to see that. Andre's and Ina's movements. Buzzy, that sounds like we're on the toilet together. Andre's and Ina's movements today. Oh, no, I'm kidding. So how was your movement? My movement was rather rather well pasted today. I'm kidding, Buzzy. I know exactly what you're talking about. Just avoid upcoming Snow White. Ain't so white anymore. Barbie gone mental, caused Ken to turn gay. Yeah, no. That's the other thing I was actually. Yeah, Barbara Streisand kept her look. Yes, she did. And so did old the lady that just passed as well. I actually saw a photo, and she looked quite old for, what is she, 56? Sinead O'Connor, Sinead O'Connor, who just passed away as well, and she looked rather old and but she didn't have anything done. She just kept on shaving her hair off. Ken turned into a simp. Yeah, no. Look, I honestly, I do not know. I saw the trailer. I wanted to walk out the movie I went to watch because I saw the trailer. Yes, Buzz, I was just joking. Don't worry. Always good to be regular. Yeah, there we go. Regular movements of Andre and Ina. No, I'm kidding. Let's move on from that one. Movie that's making waves at the moment, and one of the things that I was actually going to mention, I would have liked to have looked at a few things. That's the other thing I was talking about: guns, kids, and life. So basically, was a couple of things that I want to discuss on the show, but I don't think I'm going to get them all placed in today because I'm just having a fat chat in the memories gone. What do you call where you post your messages? Yeah. Anyway, in the chats. I'm just having a fat chat on what's coming up in the chats. But yeah, I was going to talk about guns. What's your view on guns? Should it be legal? Should it be illegal? How should it be controlled if it's legal? And how should it be controlled if it's illegal? And does it work and doesn't it work? And you know what? The strange fact is there's countries where it does work and there's countries where it doesn't work. And the countries that want it banned definitely can't work with it banned, unfortunately. And the countries that want it can actually work with it banned, but actually perform better with it banned, if that actually makes any form of sense to you. We'll get to chatting about that as well. And then, of course, the other thing that I want to chat about sometime, and hopefully I don't get too many Karens on my show because I can't really take it. It stresses me out. Is the death sentence. You know what? Should it come back? Shouldn't it come back? Many people, if you take a look at many pickup trucks, listen to me speaking really like an Englishman now. If you check out the pickup trucks, the buckies, yeah, the buckies, the Tupperware buckies. No, the 4x4s. If you check them out, they've got stickers on them that say, bring back the death sentence. And yes, Ruth, that's the next thing. When I said kids, is the thing that I want to take a look at, is the Sounds of Freedom. That's been a movie for 4 years that no one will touch. Buzzy, is there a bum gun in China? No, but let me tell you something. The toilet seat over here is a little bit loose. So when you get here for the first day and you're used to balancing your loose toilet seat to the left and not to the right, and you're stiff and you're tired and you're sick, and you grab hold of the bum gun because you can't find the toilet paper on this side and it's higher than what it usually is, and next thing you moving all the way over to the other side and the toilet seat drops off on the left side, and next thing it's a royal shit show with you looking like a fireman trying to put out a midwinter's flippin' flame fire with this bum gun going all over the place, trying to pull that, stop the bum gun, balance back onto and yeah, then you go to the wife and say the bathroom's dirty, please clean it. It's not good. But yeah, no, I don't know if there's bum guns in China. I don't think so, but yeah. There's probably a little bit more than what you wanted to know about my adventures in the toilet. But yeah, a shit show indeed. But yeah, The Sounds of Freedom, that has something that I wanted to pick up on, because that has it's a very good movie, and it's something that I wanted to see. I've watched a lot of clips on it. Unfortunately, I have not had the time. I've been pretty ill this week, so I haven't. I've literally come home and gone to sleep between 7 and 8. And so I was hoping to have watched it. Maybe I can get it watched by before next week. Next week, once again, I'm not making any promises because I'm going to be stuck in a hotel in Hangzhou Airport, to be exact, because we're flying out on Friday evening. If I didn't mention this before, so. It depends on, do I have internet? Do I have my laptop? Is there power for my laptop? If not, I see Chris does a good little hoo-ha from his phone, so maybe I'll try do something short and live from my phone or whatever. I will definitely, wherever I can, if I've got a VPN on, will the VPN let me out? If I can, I will most definitely do my very, very best to push something out. I will always try that, so that when it comes to the point of the fact that I suddenly can't, I'm in a jam, that it's not like, well, I've left you guys out there for like 6 weeks and then like, hello, I'm back again, will you all support me? You know what, it's just like you're the old bra that comes back. No, I really, you know what, I appreciate every single one of you guys. So comment section, thank you very much, Alfront. That is the most decent one to say. 1950s children took their guns to school for basic training. Took my catty to school. Does that help? It's going to count. I think death sentence will be used against the wrong people. That is my exact thing as well when it comes to death sentence. We'll have a long chat about that, as I said. But I just think when you have a death sentence, you need to have a competent government to actually manage the death sentence. And if you have a government as incompetent in ours, how effective is it going to be in the wrong hands? Just don't watch the new Tom McDonald music video if you libturd. I don't know. I don't know who Tom McDonald is, and if you're a libturd, did you mean to say libturd? Yeah, and Buzz is just smiling at us with a green face again. Sorry, Buzz, I didn't mean to make you sick twice in one night. From AR-15 to bum gun dodgy live stream again. Yeah, well, you know, the live stream, I'm trying to just keep it down a bit, so I'm not going to like tick anyone off in the front. There's poo all over the walls. There's poo on the ceiling. Poo everywhere. Piglet just didn't know what to do with poo. Yeah, no, let's. This is going really south. I seem to be bringing up bad subjects. But the one thing that I was looking at, yeah, was the movie The Sound of Freedom, and the nice thing is actually seeing the original guy actually speaking, and the movie isn't actually so much it doesn't point at certain people or open up, but what it has done has caused people to suddenly open up, specifically about those rich and shameless in Hollywood who turn blind eyes behind closed doors, and it's opened up a curtain of conspiracy, if I can put it that way. And it's one of the things, you know, because we don't actually, I mean, if you take a look here, I mean, it's one of the biggest things here. Why they to get out of Cambodia as a Cambodian is pretty hectic, because they want to be sure that you are not being trafficked in the process. Are you this? Are you coming back? Is this? Are you doing this of your own free will type of thing? I don't think we realize how much is going on under our protected little lives that we live, our sheltered lives. And as much as we're saying, well, you know what, we are aware of the fact that it is such a bad thing. You know what, child abuse, child pornography, child prostitution, you know, the absolute, what's the word I'm looking for? Once again, there goes my mind. But the absolute abuse of children as such is probably far higher than what even my mind can think of. I feel like Joe Biden today. I'm so stuffed. How much did the pooches cost you in airline tickets? Both arms and legs. Dude, both arms, legs, a kidney, and a lung. It cost me 7 times my flight ticket, just to give you a general idea. Seven times in on my flight ticket there is what the pooches cost me. The flight ticket, just to get them transferred. That's without additional certificates, $200 checkup that just went by this week, which was unbudgeted for, that just sort of ripped an umbrella open in my ass. The tests that had to go through to to the UK, tighter tests. It's ridiculous what we've had to do for the dogs, but obviously, yeah, we will not go without our kids. Cameron says, I tried watching The Sound of Freedom. It's very uncomfortable to watch. I can imagine it's meant to be uncomfortable. I would like to see it because I think that is why so many people. Disney threw it away for I don't know how long, because the movie is not new. It was made 4 years ago, and Disney like just chucked it out there because I don't think they wanted to get their hands dirty. And right now, Netflix won't touch it, Hulu won't touch it, Apple won't touch it, Amazon Prime won't touch it. Who else? Most of the streaming companies won't touch it, won't give them a platform even. There's not even much marketing done on it. What's it? Stay away from Twitter online war with EFF. What's Twitter online war with EFF Red Teletubbies? Elon Musk mentioned essay from. Yeah, he did. He did. Good for him for a change. And it's not Twitter anymore. It's now X, by the way. Apparently, he loves X because he got SpaceX. His child is called XAX or XA12, pronounced Axia or something like that. Hectic. But yeah, and he did. Yeah, farm murders is another thing. I think it has become the swept under the carpet. Farm murders going the same way that child abduction, child molestation, child trafficking. I mean, they are pulling open curtains on people like Oprah, people like Weinstein, Epstein. I know he's not around anymore, but Al Gates. All of these guys are turning their heads the other way. I'm not saying they're involved, but what they are saying is they know about these things. Oprah and her phenomenally prestigious school for girls in South Africa, in a country that is impoverished, that is actually needing so much more than a school for young ladies with different salons and gyms and everything in it, a finishing school. The stories that are coming out from what happened in the hostels and things to that effect. As I said, conspiracy. Let me speak the same as Mr. Bolson. Down under, it is unsubstantiated. So before I piss anyone off, and I do say that generously because I really get irritated if somebody does, because I've just spoken to you guys last week about not getting ticked off when people say things. Speak your mind, but let's not fire at each other. No fire in the hole. We only shoot blanks on this show. Our pooches are high maintenance. Yeah. Stout gatte. Yep, they are, but love them too much. Yeah. How's it, Dylan? How are you keeping, my friend? I did get your message as well. Thank you so much for always just dropping by and always being so great. John Muslane, also wonderful always to hear from you. It's just, you know what? One of my biggest stresses that go through the week is what I'm going to do, and if I'm really, really going to bore these people to death on a Sunday evening when I get here. And every Sunday evening, you guys are my rock. You're always like around. You're there. You're chatting. You're motivating. You're pushing. You know what? Good grief, you guys should all get medals or something to that effect. You're the most fabulous people. Where do you hide in that country? Because we need people like you around there, because you're just there all the time, like unsung heroes. So that's why I had my hair cut and I don't have a hat on today, because I take it off for guys and girls like you. How's Lynn? Disney like Hollywood are covering for pedos up to their eyeballs. Well, this is what's coming out now, and it's not the eyeballs I'm talking about either. And this is why I say I don't think we realize what is happening. But let's just take it a little bit closer to home. They're actually suddenly pulling out the top guns in Hollywood, and you got big guys like Mel Gibson, you got big guys like Mark Wahlberg talking out about it. I have not actually been able to get material where someone actually mentions them as such, or actually incriminates them, if I can put it that way. There's so much clickbait out there that you've got to be really, really careful, because like Mel Gibson lets it all out on Oprah Winfrey, and I watched the whole thing, and nowhere has he actually implicated her. However, they will tell you about people who have spoken out about things that have happened in her school. There's people who will show you that her spirit healer, John of God, who was actually eventually put away for 99 years for, I think it's child molestation and things like that, that she now suddenly tried to triple toe distance herself. I mean, how the hell can you suck up to someone so badly and then also be called John of God and have Oprah endorse you and things to that effect? And then they're also basing the fact on people like Weinstein and Epstein. And Weinstein, where Oprah has encouraged and pushed people actually to work with them. And these are the guys that are turning these blind eyes. And I think what's been happening now is people are being rapped on the knuckles. Some maybe not involved, but some with so much knowledge, but because of the fact that it could harm their reputation or their power or their money or anything to that effect, are more prepared to turn a blind eye than to actually protect a child. Sick, I know, absolutely sick, I know. And I tell you what, it is absolutely ridiculous that someone, for their own sake, is prepared to turn a blind eye before protecting a child. Cameron, how's it, Cameron? I've delivered something to that school. I have had to deliver something to that school. Oh, wow. So you've actually seen it. And apparently it's some really, really over the top thing there. People was reporting farm murders documentaries by Lauren Southern, and let me just put this up, by Lauren Southern and Katie Hopkins on Twitter. X, not Twitter. Hendo, how are we going to get you right, Pravin? I mean, Hendo. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, Twitter X. More often attention. Well, this is the thing. Once again, everything that suddenly doesn't, like, I mean, you take a look at the media and everything like that, they will blow woke out of the water. They will sex, drugs, rock and roll, whatever. I don't want to say music, etc., etc. I love my rock music. If you watch Leapfrog Studios, you'll see that he's brought out his new hard rock version of Supercalifragilistic, and it is brilliant. I think half of his music is made by his personality. But anyway, what's your watching tip? Chris Wyatt, don't forget to watch him. He's in South Africa at the moment, but yeah. And then, of course, our boykie from the Bay, don't forget Ronaldo Gous. Absolutely fantastic gentleman. Very, 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 very famous Benoni Pony. No, I'm kidding. Let me not rattle her down. But she has some phenomenal shows as well. Rebellious Ruth. And then, of course, our lovely lady in waiting, White Zulu. I think she must be out tonight or something like that, because she's also usually around. White Zulu. And then if you need to see more, www.whitezulubook.com. But then there's Leapfrog Studios, and he takes everything. He's even taken the Gummy Bears tune and put it to metal and metal or rock or whatever. I don't know if you've seen it. Cam, I think you might enjoy it, because I know you enjoy some rock. Arbot, I think you enjoy some good rock. Twitter, sorry, Exe, all other soapies together on steroids. There we go. And eyeballs or their balls. Please smash that. Yeah, please smash the like button, guys. There my voice is going again. I've had such a bad voice this week, so it has actually been gone. So it did come back again. So what's his Hendo say? Never mind the dodgy Oprah Winfrey schools and thousands of children going missing. In South Africa, child trapping. This is the whole thing in South Africa, and this is what I'm trying to get to, but I keep on veering off, so I do apologize. What I'm trying to get to is the fact of the matter that we're looking at guns, we're looking at trafficking, child trafficking, and then in the whole lot of this whole movie on child trafficking has actually opened up a scab in Hollywood on child pornography, child molestation, absolutely exploiting. That's the word I was looking for. Exploiting children totally. Child prostitution, and not necessarily willingly. This is the next point that we're going into. But then we go, wow, how's that for Hollywood? It's in your backyard. You know what? You think Asia? You think it's the only place that traffics people is Asia? Go and take a look at South Africa. And then I want to then say, it's the same thing. You know what? How numb people have become to it that they didn't even realize it. So that when a movie comes out, all of a sudden people are suddenly going, "Oh, wow, yeah, yeah, yeah." But no one has done anything about it for so long. Let's take a look at farm murders. It was a big thing, and it's just going into smaller, smaller. The more we sweep it under the carpet, the more people are trying to do something about it, the less exposure it is getting because media is not interested in pushing it. Why? That's why the plus is in LG HD TV. It's a placeholder for PDF files. Currently, they are called a map, minor attraction person. We just put it there. I don't know if you're joking or not, but that actually sounds seriously. You know what? Yeah. Leo's awesome. Oh, great! I love. I'm pleased you enjoy him. I love it. If you've seen the new one, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. He's put a rock version on. There's the link over there. Leapfrog Studios. Give him a watch. He hasn't paid me or anything like that. Nor does Chris or Boyke from the Bay. Benoni Poloni and Fiona. It's just I love their stuff. I've been watching Chris a bit as well. Again, with the taxi shit and everything going on there. Really, I'm just, I'm sort of like tired. If you hear me, I'm actually like not really worried too much about what I'm saying tonight because I'm tired. I'm really tired of people for a change. I think I said it last week as well, which actually started the spark. And I'm kind of tired of people holding you accountable for every little word. We're all buddies. We understand each other. We bring up a subject to chat to talk about it. But everywhere, it's just everyone wants to take your left nut. Everyone wants a kidney. What's it? Bloody Josie and Chris White going to get together this week at Tappers. Gaan Syp weer. That's a nice place, Tappers, guys. If you're ever in PE, do make a stop at Tappers. And if you get the chance to meet Ronaldo, and I want to tell you that there's another lovely lady who's in the PE area. Sorry, I'm on the makeshift table again. Is Alison. Alison is a lovely, lovely lady, wonderful to chat to, and what an absolute pleasure it was to actually privilege and pleasure. Leapfrog Studios, Leo Moshe, something like that. There we go, something like that. Really enjoy the guy. And there's the supercalifragilistic metal cover by him. And as I said, his music is good, and I know many more people can do it. But what makes his music is his personality. He's just he's just such a fun person. And I know he's been away for the last week or two. He didn't make a music video because he went camping and he went on to Europe on holiday with his daughter, which is so cool. It's just like, oh, well, you're a normal person, a father as well. And they're going on live tours as well, I think, throughout certain places in Europe. So, yeah, that was really, really good. What's it? Pepper Zeka, Arbot is serious. That is, let me just go back to that Arbot. I mean, what is it? Map? You said map? Now I can't find. There we go. That's why they plus is in the LG HD TV. It's a placeholder for PDF files. Currently, they are called a map, minor attracted person. That is majorly sick. Majorly sick. Yeah. So getting back to what I'm having my little chat on at the moment as well. So yeah, we're talking. If you want to ask me questions about China, do so by all means. I just don't want to bore the crap out of you every day or every weekend with like, oh, we're going to China. So yeah, it is, and it's bothering me. But yeah, we're getting along with it. But yeah, you're on autopilot. Yeah, kamikaze pilot. I'm gonna go crash myself. But yes. Farm murders, trafficking, movies that are suddenly pulling off scabs. Guys, something asks me, why are we surprised? Why are we surprised? We should be outraged that this has only come to light now, or that people are only doing something about it now. It's like farm murders. I'm shocked. Who's that? And it's not an electrician. This child trafficking's been global for, there we go, Hendo, check there. Child trafficking been global for over 2 decades, from Haiti, South America, Africa, Asia, Middle East. More sex slaves today than slavery 200 years ago. You're right, because more they get more right these days. They get more right. And you know what? It is innocent children, guys. It is children, youngsters, young girls, young boys, youngsters, sometimes with the help of their own families, not necessarily rich families, poor families that need the money. Exploitation for power and money. Exploitation. The world is going nuts. Yes, I have been taking a look at that. I looked through world news, and medication. Brain can't remember all of it that I'm looking at. But I mean, Trump's on indictment. They've got the movie, this movie that's now suddenly scratched off scabs. They've got with some bomb blast. Was it Pakistan or somewhere like that? Some guy in Europe, I think, opened up on a policeman opened up on shooting in on a train. That other woman still on trial, I think, or was on trial. I don't know, from New Zealand, who killed her 3 kids because she decided she was in such a depressed state that the world was not a good enough place for her kids. Imagine coming home and your husband's killed, your wife's killed your kids with cable ties. Really, really. But yeah, so human trafficking is one thing. There's another thing called child trafficking. They don't get to make their own decisions. They don't get to fight back. They don't get to turn no. I mean, we talk often about places that end up holding your passport. You need to be so very, very careful. So guys, if I am off stream for longer than 2 weeks without letting you know, send someone to come fetch me, because then they're holding my passport and I got cock on this side over here. No, I'm kidding, but yeah. I'm just, yeah. So yeah, 11 likes. Thanks, Endo. At least we're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there. Thank you. Yeah, where is humanity? It's in every human being. It's just that I'm almost hang my head in embarrassment to say I'm shocked. I'm shocked. I'm surprised. I can't believe it. Yes, it's time. It's time what? Somebody else did it. We waited for Mel Gibson to do something. We waited for Mark Wahlberg to do something. And I know everybody tries to do their own thing. And I've said it before as well. You can do no more than clean in front of your own house. You can't change the government. You can't change load shedding. You can't change Eskom. And you can't change, but you can speak out against it. And I'm definitely going to speak out against human trafficking. And whatever I can find out about it, I will definitely put up on the show. And I don't care how many people decide I'm talking a load of bullshit or covering the same story again or something to that effect. They just got to suck it up, because we're all friends on here and we get to talk about it. Okay, starting to buffer badly, side by side. Okay, it is also getting to that time where I suppose I must actually call it as well. Okay, good luck to you, Nina. But I know you guys will ace this. Please keep us posted. Yes, I definitely will, Mel. That's a nightmare. Yeah. Cheers. Yeah, Andre, my way with RSA's. What? Andre, on my way with RSA's one and only passport machine. Andre's pooches of the Globetrotters. I'll pick them up. I'm going to miss them terribly. They can't fly in August. That was another thing that's come in. It's too hot in China at the moment, and it's too hot to fly them, so they can't fly in August. So they've got to stay here a month. They can only fly them through in September. It's a freaking headache. When I say shit show, I don't talk about falling off the toilet with a bum gum in my hand. But yeah. As Cameron say, the problem was lockdown. It's shown people that they can be 100% independent. Women now think that all men are now useful for his reproducing, and we are useless. Lockdown did change a lot of people, and unfortunately that was also controlled by a lot of people that actually got it. But something I'll go into another time before I get shouted at for doing strange, hectic things there. Guys, thank you very, very much for always being who you are, what you do. It is absolutely awesome knowing you. Phenomenally fantastic having you on the show. always great that you're always there and supporting and everything like that. I'm sorry if this evening's been a little bit bland, but yeah. And Alfront, I promise as soon as I get a nice place, I'm definitely getting a place with a room specifically for a computer. I'm only left with my laptop. Even this mic doesn't belong to me. It's borrowed from DVD. Thank you kindly, DVD, for your mic. We're going to try and set up something so that when I go into the other side, I get that done as well. But honestly, you guys are absolutely rocking, phenomenal people. If you go away with nothing tonight, go away with the fact that, if there's a few people that actually do something, and I know it's like farting against a fan, pissing into the wind, but you know what? Just know that you do make a difference. If you make a difference to no one else, you make a difference to me, but you guys make a difference to the world, and that's what counts. And let me tell you, you guys count. Thank you very much for watching. Take care. See you in China. Be good. And if you can't be good, at least be kind. Cheers, cheers.